Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for 10k subscribers. Like when you say it and you're like 10k subscribers, it doesn't sound like such a big deal, but 10,000 people is a lot of people. So thank you so much for making me feel like you guys want me here. I don't know, but for me it really gave me a boost in my confidence, and it made me feel really validated and appreciated. So yeah, it really motivated me to continue creating content. And yeah. In today's video I am going to be doing a night out sort of like party weekend makeup tutorial. As you can see, it's very bright and very like defined as compared to the makeup that I usually do in my channel. I really just wanted to do something for the people who are really just want like poppy makeup and wanted to stand out in the club, or you know, wherever it is that you're going out. I find there's a difference between daytime makeup and nighttime makeup. Nighttime makeup is a lot more sculpted and is a lot more brighter than your daytime makeup would be. So you can tell like my face is a lot brighter, my brows are very defined, and I'm wearing like really dramatic lashes. I mean, I'm wearing glitter on my eyes and my eyes are really smoky. So that's the makeup tutorial I'm going to be doing today. So if you are interested, please continue watching, and if you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Literally, it's free. It really is free, and it will take less than a second of your time. Thank you so much for watching in advance, and if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Very first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna moisturize my face, and I'm gonna be using this Smashbox Primerizer. It's like a primer and moisturizer all in one, and I really love this Crystalized range from Smashbox because it has like these little cute makeup mantras. And then in this one it says massage into the skin and say there is beauty in balance and self-care. So I'm gonna do exactly what am I supposed to say again? And self-care. So there is beauty in balance and self-care. In my last video I got so many quick comments saying stuff like be more gentle when massaging eye cream, and I was just like, I didn't think I was that rough, but I mean, if you guys want me to be more gentle, I will be more gentle. It's just that more than anything, I'm not used to using my hands when it comes to applying makeup. I always use brushes, so I get really awkward and freaked out when it comes to doing things using my hands. I'm just gonna moisturize my lips because those feel very ashy. There is beauty in balance and self-care. I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna carry that with me today. Next thing I'm gonna do is I am going to apply eye cream, and I'm gonna be using this Smashbox Photo Finish Hydrating Under Eye Primer. Yeah, I feel like my face is swollen or has some sort of rash going on, and it's been going on for the past hour. I've seen a lot of people do it like that. I just hope that's gentle enough. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my brows, and I think I'm going to do like a normal Instagram brow today. And because this is a weekend out in the club or out for dinner tutorial, so it is going to be like really snatched. I'm going to be using this pencil from Essence. Sorry guys, I'm having breakfast. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm so hungry and it's already like 12. So first thing I'm gonna do is I always say, like in my tutorials, the secret to getting like really snatched brows is to make sure that your brows are really well groomed before. There's no other way. There's no amount of concealer that will be able to cover up and groom brows. So just make sure you wax or you shape your brows in whichever way that you shape them. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna brush my brows up like so. I'm gonna remove some of this moisturizer that I've got on my brows because it's just giving me a weird shine that I don't really like. Just trying to get it as dry as possible though, so that the pencil doesn't really like smudge all over the place. And then I'm gonna use my Essence Hot Chocolate pencil. What I usually do before I start drawing in my brows is that I will hold it like that and I'll twist it into the cotton pad so it like sharpens it in a way. This just helps me get more defined and like precise brows, and that's what it usually looks like when you first buy it. So just rub it into the cotton pad, and I'm just gonna draw. Notice that I'm not really drawing in the front of my brow. I'm only drawing from here, just so that I have that faded effect. So I'll just push back the product like so into the beginning of my brows. Okay, so now that I've drawn in both my brows, I'm just gonna put some concealer on my hand like this. I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn, and so I can't find my favorite brush, so I'm gonna use just a smaller concealer brush. I'm gonna flatten it out so it's nice and thin for me, and then I'm just gonna be using that to pick up the concealer like so and cleaning up my brows. I'm gonna start in the arch. So I've cleaned up the under of my brow, and I'm just gonna use some concealer and just blend the concealer that's on my eye out onto the rest of my lid, also preparing my lid for eyeshadow. And then I'm gonna mix it using my brush just like that. I think mix it at a ratio 2:1, the 2 parts being the foundation and the 1 being the concealer, just so you get a bit of that pop still, but it's not too bright, it's not too far from your original foundation shade. Okay, here you want to take your time, but you don't want to move in too many strokes because it does mess it up. So less strokes, but take your time and be conscious of where you're drawing, because you could easily end up with this tiny brows. So I always just start in the front, and I start very far away from the brow first, just to make sure I've got control of the brush, and then I start moving closer. See, in one stroke, just one stroke, and then I start trying to figure out how I'm gonna do the end. I do it the same technique really. Start further away from the brow and then closer, closer until you close. Okay, pretty simple. You just want to take a fluffy brush and use the remaining foundation and concealer on your hand to blend out the top of your brow. Again, you don't want to blend too close to the brow because you don't want to mess the shape up. Ooh, like that. But it's okay. Like, I've realized if with this brow pencil especially, even though if you mess it up, you can always go back and draw in afterwards and it'll still look very defined and very poppy. I don't usually define the top of my brow unless I really want like a defined brow. It just takes so much time. The whole process, this brow just takes too much time, and I'm no longer a fan. But you know, if you're trying to be snatched, it's the way to go. I've never entered a club with the fluffy brow. I'll never. Like, it's just not it, you know. The reason why I started off with my eyes today is because I am going to be doing a glitter look, and that tends to be very messy, so I do want to be able to clean it up with makeup remover first before I go into my foundation. I don't want to mess up. The eyeshadow base I'm going to be using is this eyeshadow base from NYX that I always use. I will link it in the description box below, and I'll be using the same brush that I used to blend out my concealer, and I'm just going to dab that onto my eye like so. once I've done that, I'm going to be using this really bright pink color here from the new NYX Off Tropic eyeshadow palette, and I'm just going to pack that into my eye as the base for my eyeshadow. This is what I mean by pack. And then I'm gonna blend it out using the same color but with the fluffier brush. Once I've blended that out, I'm gonna be using a different Off Tropic palette, and I'm gonna be using this color over here to set my concealer. And just help blend in the pink a bit more so it doesn't look too harsh. Using this color over here, I just would like to urge makeup brands to put mirrors in all their palettes, because now I have to use two palettes because this one has a mirror and then this one doesn't. It would be so perfect if this one had a mirror and then I could just use one palette. Please do that for us, like, as the beauty community, like, please do that for us. And I'm just gonna pack that into the corner of my eye like so. Keep blending it out using a fluffy brush like so. Ooh, this thing is too tight and getting a headache. Oh. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be using this Essence glitter primer because I am using glitter. I'm using a loose glitter. I don't know what happened. I'm using a loose glitter by NYX, which I'll show you this now. I've tried using all sorts of things when it comes to glitter. I've tried using lash glue, I've tried using face and body glue, but I found that this glitter primer works really well, which I didn't think it would because it's not sticky, you know, but it's sticky for glitter, you know. I don't know. Yeah, it works really well. This is what it looks like. It's the consistency of lash glue, maybe just a little lighter. So I'm just gonna put some on my palm like that, and I'm gonna pick it up using a concealer brush, slightly bigger concealer brush, looks like so, and I'm gonna put it on my eyelid in the shape of a cut crease, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna put it on my eyelid in the areas in which I'd like to place the glitter. I'm gonna take this NYX glitter Brillants. It's a face and body glitter from NYX. I really like this glitter because the particles are nice and thin, so they stick on really well, and they don't fall all over your face during the night. I've tried using a pressed glitter. That doesn't do it for me. I absolutely hate it because it just looks so sticky and so tacky. I've tried using other glitters, but I just prefer these glitters because they really, the particles are really fine and they just cooperate, you know. Okay, so now that I've finished off my eye look, I'm just going to clean it up with some makeup remover, just micellar water and a cotton pad. I'm gonna wipe it at an angle like this, just so it creates the illusion that I've got a winged liner when I do put on liner, because I won't be doing a wing liner because it just takes too long. So I'm gonna be using this liquid liner from Catrice. It's called the It's Easy Tattoo Liner. I just really like this eyeliner because it's really nice and dark, and it's got a very precise tip. The end, just really easy to use. Finish off my eye look, just stick on my lashes and everything so I can move on to the rest of the face. The glue that I'm using is the Duo Lash Glue. Ooh, I will link it in the description box below. I'm using the Revlon Volume and Length Magnified Mascara. There's about 5 or 6 mascaras that look like this with different caps, and all of them cater to your specific needs. So there's one for short lashes, there's one for curly lashes. There's just so many different mascaras and they're so affordable, and I just think it's really, really great. I have all 5, so like when it comes to clients, I like have an opportunity to choose from all the different mascaras, and I think this is really great. I want volume and length, so I'm using this Magnified mascara. This is what the lash wand looks like. It's really nice, thick and chumpy. I do have relatively long lashes, but yeah, I still want like longer and more volume, especially on my lower lashes. I always forget to put mascara on my top lashes, and it always bites me in the ass. Literally in photos I can see that my lashes are not blended together. I can see where my natural lashes start and where my artificial lashes start, and it really hacks me. So now I just do it before, and I'll just do the bottom lashes after I've done my face. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my pore minimizing primer. It is the Smashbox Iconic Photo Finish primer stick. I'm just going to use that on my nose because that's where my pores are most obvious, and because I like wiped off the primerizer when I was cleaning up my eyeshadow. So I'm just going to apply that on like so. Under my nose, on my chin. The foundation I'm going to be using today is the Iconic Double Wear Foundation. I'm going to be applying it with a beauty blender. I really like these days since my last video. And I'm just going to put some setting spray on it, but I'm going to say my makeup mantra first. Where is it? Oh, here. I got so worried. Okay, so I am open to love. I am open to love. I am open to love. That makes me feel so good, actually. I'm going to put some foundation on the back of my hand, like so. I am in the shade Sandalwood. I hope that's enough. I hope I don't have to put it back into my bottle because it really hacks me. Okay, the concealer that I'm going to be using today is the Smashbox Studio Skin Flawless Concealer. It's a 24-hour concealer and it's in the shade Warm Golden. I'm just going to swipe that across my face. As you can see, this is very close to the shade I'm using for my foundation. So I'm going to bring it up with a different, more brighter concealer. I just really love the coverage and the texture of this specific concealer. And I'm going to look high up into the ceiling while I do so, and I'm just gonna blend it in very gently all the way up to the corner of my face. Fit Me concealer. It is quite light, so just be careful if you're into doing this. I'm into doing this a lot, so okay, as you can see, that immediately makes my face look brighter. Then I'm going to be going in with this MAC Pro Conceal and Correct palette in the shade Dark, and I'm going to be using these two shades over here to help contour my nose and my face. And I'm going to be using this slightly fluffy angled brush I got from the Smashbox holiday collection, which I don't think is still available. I'm going to be using this Sacha Buttercup powder to set my put my highlights. Ugh, I just hate how messy this powder is. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be using a beauty blender to apply it. I'm just going to dip it in like so, and I'm going to gently dust it off. I got this beauty blender from Sorbet. While I wait for that to settle in, I'm gonna set my contour using this MAC Studio Fix Shape and Sculpt palette. The Shape and Sculpt, Sculpt and Shape concealer. Yeah, I'm getting really panicky about this because I don't usually bake, so I'm gonna remove it using a fluffy brush and my powder. Using the Fit Me powder in the shade 355, which is cinnamon. Just gonna try use this powder to blend out this. Oh shit, guys, I forgot to stick on my lashes. Oh no, that was such a long time ago. Damn. Okay, it's not blending out. So I'm just going to try apply some setting spray and hope that helps. I just wet my face so much. Oh my gosh. Oh, damn it. I actually don't know what I'm doing. I actually don't know what I'm doing. I actually don't know what I'm doing. This does not look good. Why did I do that? I think it's because I applied the powder using a clean beauty blender, and I actually put on some Fix Plus onto it, so I think that's why it's not like easy for me to blend away. Whereas I usually just use a brush. I probably should have just used a brush and just use more product so I can. Okay, so I managed to fix it. Well, I just applied setting spray and just to fix my hair, to just distract myself while I was waiting for the setting spray to dry. I did get into a bit of a panic because I had never seen that before, and just proved to me why I shouldn't bake. I'm just gonna use some bronzers just to deepen out my face and my cheekbones, because I am looking a bit yellow and a bit flat as well. So I'm just going to use a lot of bronzer as well to just make sure that my cheeks are properly sculpted. Highlight my face using the MAC Skin Finish Extra Dimension highlighter. It's a lot of highlight. Then for my lips, I'm going to be doing a nude gloss. I'm going to be using this hot chocolate eye pencil just as a lip liner. Okay, so as I was saying before, I was very rudely interrupted by my battery dying. I'm going to line my lips like so, and then I'm going to blend it out using a very small lip liner brush. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with my NYX Slip Tease Lippy in the shade Latte, and I'm gonna be using this same lip liner brush that I was using, and I'm gonna apply it on the outer of my lip. And I'm gonna blend it into my lip lines. With my Slip Tea shade in the shade Let's Get Physical, and I'm gonna apply it in the center. And I'm gonna help blend it out with my lip pencil, my lip brush. And to make my lips pop a little bit more, I'm going to be using this Elizabeth Arden 8 Hour Cream as a lip gloss. Just going to apply it on a brush like so. Oops. And voila, that is how you create a stunning nude lip gloss. Okay guys, so that is it from me today. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I absolutely appreciate you guys. Also, if there's anything else that you'd like to see on my channel, please just leave me a comment in the comment section. If there's anything that you'd like to say about the video, leave me a comment and some love in the comment section, guys. Please don't be rude, I'm so sensitive, but I'm really open to criticism, and yeah, make me aware of how I can make my content better